Got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, never get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting hooked up down with the big crowd, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really give a fuck, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck, don't make way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Okay, right? Strike! Check! Strike!
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now Lance. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's Lance. Swinging this out for Pollard. Shrugs the tackle. Nice. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. The Cowboys at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Trouble, 38.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
17.
Back at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Red, cycle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 61 yards that time on the ground. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Throwing Jones. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. DeMarvion overshowed in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Giant defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
Hey, let's go, Q.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Go, Cyclone! Timberland! Get set quick, Mike.
Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 5, 2nd and 4.
South salad.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Giants are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Giants 14, Cowboys 0. Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Lance's throw pulled in by Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to the 43. Lamb's first catch of the game. Good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Lance looking to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Cowboys 0.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 3.
52.
And Lance, he's going to change the play. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now a 3rd and 6.
Fight, 97. Fury, yellow. Set, cut.
Shotgun now for Lance. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's Lance to throw it. That's dumped off to Poe. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Ready?
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. And Lance going to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Let's go.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
Drill 3.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Jones on 1st and 10. Caught. He's got it from a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt from 17 yards out. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they've been... thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that. And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. He finds his man, Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Lance now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
From the 44, Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And that one not going to work at all. Boy, the defense all over it. And they blow that up behind the line. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off of play action, here's Lance. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. And back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Detroit. Ladybug. Great.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Biggie.
Back to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Troy Johnson.
First down, Giants.
Here's Jones on first down. Going up top. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Jones pass. Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Lance now on first down. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, green. Field, black. Ready?
And Lance now to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Black shot. Set.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Green jack.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield right at the 48. The Giants offense at the line ready to begin their next drive. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Jones throwing on first down. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now a second and 2.
Here we go, here we go.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here we go.
Here now, third and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run with Barkley. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. There he goes again. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, that is a situation, Charles, where it's too long for the field goal. Why not take a chance on 4th down? And, boy, does it pay off handsomely.
And living with a lot of second guessing goes with the job description when you're the head coach. And most guys nowadays, they understand and study analytics. They have someone on staff that walks them through it and then talks in their ear on game day. So they're a lot more comfortable rolling the dice and going for it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here we
A
go.
third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, it's Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Okay, here we go.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
North salad, north salad.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 28. 151 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
And the Giants first down.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. A first down carry for Barkley. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Again, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Okay,
About
right?
set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Ready.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Blue strike.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
And now here's another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
But not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Ready.
To throw, it's Lance.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
97.
And Lance will try again on 2nd down.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Now Lance again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, 35 yards. And the Cowboys are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out, and you and I, let's get to the airport.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Desperation time here. Lance. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A handoff to Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Giants, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Dallas, they are